Okay, here we go with some hints for the third homework sheet. The first question, two circles have equations, calculate the distance between the centres. So, for this first equation, we need to find its centre. So that's half this number with the sign changed, half this number with the sign changed. Similarly, half this number with the sign changed. Now, we don't have a y there, so that means we actually have 0y. Half that number with the sign changed. Once you've actually gone about and found this centre and this centre, the next thing we need to do is the distance formula, x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So whatever you get that to be. It should work out to be a nice easy answer if you've done it properly. Second question, first of all I'm looking at this negative sign. That negative sign means upside down. So draw the graph upside down. And then I'm looking at the number 2, and that means stretch everything by 2. So multiply all the y coordinates by 2. So multiply the y coordinates by 2. For the second graph, first thing I'm looking at here is this negative x inside the bracket. So that means flip it left and right like a mirror. So everything that's on the left goes to the right, and similarly the right to the left. Then I'm looking at this plus 2, that then means move everything up 2. So swap it left and right and then move up 2. The third question is a bit of a monster like last week. Find the equation of the median. Well, we know how to find a median, or we know the processes for finding a median. First thing we need to find is the midpoint. So find the midpoint M. Then work out the gradient of CM, this line here. Once you've got that, plug that gradient and your point C into your y minus b equals mx minus c. Second part of the question is to find the altitude. Again, you know the processes for finding an altitude. First thing we do is we work out the gradient of BC. Okay, once we've got the gradient of BC, then we work out the perpendicular gradient. Then we use this gradient and the point A in your formula y minus b equals mx minus a. And for part C of the question, we just do simultaneous equations on your previous two answers. It should come out to be nice numbers, no fractions. Question 4, Mr. West in his hedge. So he's planting the conifers. So hn plus 1, this formula here, is the height of the hedge after 1 year. Now we don't know how much is left after he's chopped a bit off, but we do know that it grows by 45 centimetres in the year. So there is your recurrence relation. Now instead of this don't know, what I'm going to put in there is I'm going to put in our usual letter, which is m. Okay, but that's the amount that's going to be left after he's cut some off. We know there's a formula for the limit. The limit formula is c over 1 minus m. Why are we using that formula? Because we know that the trees can be no more than 3 metres tall, so we know the limit is 3. C we know is 45 over 1 minus m. Now we have a big problem if we do it just now. Why is that? Because this is 3 metres and this is 45 centimetres. We can't do that. Okay, they need to be the same units. So I'm going to leave the 45 and I'm going to change the 3 to 300. Okay, now how are we going to solve this question? We're going to cross multiply. So we're going to do 300 times the 1 minus m, 45 times 1. We're going to solve this to work out what m is, and then that's going to tell you how much Mr. West cuts off his hedges. Question 5, function question. So the g formula is going to go into the f. Okay, so we are going to, instead of having as the f formula 2x minus 1, we're taking away that x and we're putting the g in its place. So we're going to have two lots of something, take away 1. For the second part of the question, the k formula goes into the h. Now you might be wondering what the k formula is. The k formula is what you got for the first part. So whatever you got for the first part, you put that into the h formula. Now the h formula was 1/4 bracket 5 minus x. So whatever answer you got for this one, that goes in here. Let me fix that. That goes in here for x. So you end up with 1/4 5 take away something. And it should all cancel down to a nice simple answer, which will help you in part C. Question 6. What's the equation of the tangent? Well, we know this point on the edge is -2, 1. From the equation we can get the centre. I'll let you get that. Once you've got that, you can work out the gradient of the radius. That will then give you the gradient of the tangent, because we know it's perpendicular. Then we can use that answer and the point on the edge and your y minus b to get your answer. Lastly, question 7. Where do these lines and circles intersect? Problem is, this form here is not in a good enough form for us, so we need to do a wee rearrangement on that first of all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the x over to this side here. So I end up with y equals -x plus 1. Now it's just a simple case of taking this -x plus 1 and plugging it in here for y. So you end up with x squared plus -x plus 1 squared, that's instead of your y, equals 25. Remove all the brackets, make it equal to 0, factorise to get your x numbers, and then work out your y numbers. Okay guys, hopefully that is of some assistance to you.